These lights are intuitive, tough, and very bright. Use the link below and code OLIGHT10 for 10% off anytime.
SHOT Show 2019 at Benchmade. I'm here with Troy. How's it going, man?
I'm well. How are you guys?
I'm good.
Sweet. So we've got our new 2019 lineup here, and we'll start with the EDC stuff. Our first is it's actually a first collaboration with French knife designer Patrick Famine. Patrick kind of splits his time between his home in France and his home in Florida. And so traveling internationally, you start running into a whole bunch of different carry laws and regulations regarding knives. So this knife is one that's intended to travel freely. This is not something that you can throw in luggage, or not something that you could walk through TSA, I should say. But
right, that's what people will probably ask about.
Yep, checked luggage, just under 2 inches on the blade. This is a friction folder, and so there is no locking mechanism. Creates a nice little pinch point between the index finger and the thumb there.
Yeah.
As you shut that blade down again, you've got a bottle opener here towards the tang, and then the pocket clip doubles as a money clip. We do provide a secondary set of shorter screws in case you want to take this guy off and just run it at the bottom of your pocket, or maybe in that fifth pocket.
Oh, okay.
And so you can swap that guy out. And then at the base here, we've got a little pry tip. It's a flathead screwdriver and a micro hex bit as well.
Okay.
So this guy's kind of loaded with features, layered G10 handles, and S30V blade. So pretty cool collaboration there with Patrick Famine.
Say the name of it one more time.
That is the 380 Ale.
The 380
So Ale is the verb in French to go. This thing is meant to be traveled with, kind of an on-the-go travel companion, so to speak.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, a little short guy. It seems like the short, stubby stuff is kind of in right now. So
yeah, it's going to appeal to sort of a a very travel-minded market. So,
totally.
So as far as the U.S.-based EDC crowd, they're going to look at this and go, maybe, maybe not.
Yep.
But again, it's specialized and it's going to be useful for a lot of people.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool.
So that's a cool guy there. And then we've got the new 560. This is the BK-1 Freek, affectionately monikered the Super Freek. But this guy has gotten an upgrade on the handle materials. We went with a layered G10. It's got that cool kind of black and gray texture to it. And then the base layer here is like a red hemoglobin with matching standoffs.
That's sick.
That runs from tip to tail here. So it's a pretty darn cool knife. And then we swapped out the S30 for M4. Obviously, we're going to coat all our M4 blades. This is the fine edge variation. You will have a serrated variation as well. This is kind of like the knife nerd's knife. These guys love black and red. We love it too. They love M4. And so we wanted to give them something that they were looking for, and that's where this Freek came out of.
Cool. So are you going to be calling it the Super Freek in marketing, or is this just
no, that's just kind of an inside nickname amongst the office there, and it's already kind of caught on online without us pushing it really. So it's funny to see. It's a super cool knife. Ergos are great on this thing, little thumb ramp, and just very comfortable in hand. So
yeah, plus it gets that song stuck in your head.
It does, which isn't a bad song to have stuck. So axis lock, pretty standard for us there.
Cool.
And then the coup de grace, this is our new Bugout 535 Gold Class, 535-191. We still wanted to maintain the ultralight MO of the original Bugout, and so we've got the Damasteel Munin pattern blade here. It's a functional Damascus. It's a stainless Damascus pattern blade, so it's not going to require the upkeep of a traditional Damascus. And this is really a performance Damascus steel. So, ghost carbon fiber on the handle here, and then a blue C-Tech inlay. And we went with an anodized standoff, as well as the titanium lock bar and thumb studs here. So.
Beauty.
Yeah, that's a cool one. I think this one is going to kind of pique some people's interest that may have never considered the Gold Class before, but that really enjoy that Bugout platform.
Sure.
So 2 ounces still, kept the ultralight. It's this is going to be an awesome knife for us this year. We're excited to share it.
Bother asking the price on it. Gold Class, we know it's up there, guys, but you get what you pay for, and this thing is pretty gorgeous.
Yep, that's a spendy piece there, but it's a great one.
Yeah.
So we're excited to share that, and something you guys have seen before. This is just the Griptilian. The whole Griptilian family has been redone in S30V. All the sizing, everything's going to be the same on them, and this runs through the standard family. The Dash 1 series is going to remain 20 CV.
Oh, that's
Those
good.
guys are not changing.
That's good. I love the Dash 1 series.
But for a $5 price jump, these are going to S30V, so
Ooh.
not a bad deal.
Yeah, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then another knife that you guys have probably seen before, this is the 200 Puko. This is our new Bushcraft Fix Blade. This is the first time that we used 3V on a blade steel, and 3V is unbelievable. In terms of toughness, this is really where it's at right now. We're excited to play with it. Definitely a tough steel to work with, but one that you will find incredibly useful in the field. This handle isn't anything flashy, but the comfort to it, the palm swell, everything, no matter which grip you've got with it, if you're doing draw cuts, the whole 9 yards, it's a very comfortable and ergonomic handle. So no hot spots again on this guy. Real straightforward. And the sheath is one of my favorites too. Leather sheath with a dangler.
Cool.
And then we've got this little guy here now as well. This does not come with a knife, but this is our new collaboration with Tack.
Okay.
This is like a Fire Rod XL on steroids. It's even bigger. So we went blue, Benchmade blue on the aluminum capsule there. It comes with a little petroleum treated tinder, and a little goes a long way with this tinder. So this stuff will get you ripping pretty darn fast.
Cool.
So.
And then if you use that up, you can always refill it with other types of tinder.
Yep, whatever you want there.
Nice little capsule-sized.
Exactly,
case.
And we made these all replaceable. I mean, that's what Tack's been doing. So when you wear that rod out, you can pop it off, get a new one, or if you damage your capsule, same deal. You could swap those guys out. Those fit on both the Puko sheath and the 162 Bushcrafter that we've been doing for a couple years.
Yeah.
So a great little added collaboration accessory there for Benchmade and Tack.
Very cool. Hey, can I get that Puko in my hand real quick?
Yeah, totally, man.
I do like a good Puko, so I wanted to see how that feels, and that feels nice.
Yeah, it's a modern take on a traditional silhouette. You know?
Yeah.
We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We just kind of wanted to give it a little bit of a Benchmade nod, so to speak.
Yeah.
And it's been a cool knife. I've really enjoyed using it. That steel is just unbelievable.
Well, it's maybe the most beautiful Puko I've seen thus far.
We appreciate that, man. That's some competition.
As far as modern is concerned.
Yeah.
You know, there's plenty of very traditional, very, I don't know, native-looking Pukos that are beautiful in that way.
Very much so.
You know, very rough-looking and very hard-working in appearance.
Utilitarian.
And that's got it's a beauty of its own. But as far as sort of the modernness of this, it's definitely got a quality to it that is attractive.
Yeah, obviously full tang blade there. You're right around the $140 price point at MSRP. So for 3V fixed, it's a great option if you're hard use outdoor kind of person.
It's about the balance point right there, which means it's going to feel light in your hand because more of the weight is in your hand than it is out there.
Correct.
So it's going to move quick. It's going to be extremely good for utility cutting and just hard work in general.
Yep.
Like I said before, I like a good Puko, and this is a good Puko.
Yeah, versatile knife. That's a fun one. Doesn't take up too much space on the hip. That dangler too helps if you're running a backpack with like a waist belt to it. This lets that thing sit just a little bit lower so that you're not interfering with that waist belt when you get up, sit down, hike, step up a rock, whatever you got going on. And you can remove that and run just the traditional belt loop if that's what you're after. So pretty cool innovation there.
I like it.
Speaking of innovation, this is new for the Rescue family. This is our 365 Outlast. This is the first time that we've ever put two blades on the same locking mechanism.
What?
This is called our option lock. So it looks just like an axis lock, and we have a primary S30V drop point blade here for most of your medial tasks, daily work. And then on the back side here, you've got a 3V opposing bevel, fully serrated pry tip blade. And that thumb hole there is actually the profile of an O2 tank nozzle, so you can crank that O2 tank on without having to look for your spare tool. It's always on you, and this is actually accessible as well. With the cutout in the handle, you can access this while it's still closed and crank that tank open. So
that makes sense.
Pretty wild. Just like the Triage, we've got safety hook in the handle, as well as a carbide glass punch down here at the tip. So just a little bit wider than the Triage, really not that much heavier. This is just a little bit more narrow than the Adamas and quite a bit lighter than that Adamas as well. So,
do you guys have any intentions of phasing out the Triage, or is this
nope.
just kind of going to sit alongside it as another option?
Definitely sitting alongside it. The Triage isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
Okay.
So it's a very popular knife amongst the rescue community, and there's even people far beyond that community that find use for this knife as well.
For sure.
So
all right,
that's
say
an
the
awesome
name
one.
one more time.
365 Outlast.
365 Outlast. Can I hold that real quick?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, 2 blades on 1 locking mechanism. You got my attention there.
Takes a little bit of practice, but you can open and close both blades with one hand.
Yeah.
Once you kind of get comfortable with it.
I don't feel like you sacrifice much in terms of ergonomics. Like, you know, with any knife where it has multiple blades in the handle, you're going to feel that second blade as you're using the first one, the initial one.
Certainly.
But they've done a good job of nesting this down enough that I don't see that causing a lot of ergonomic issues, particularly for, you know, general cutting tasks. And then, like you said, let's see, can I get to that one? Well,
I might have to do a little Spidey flick on the backside.
almost.
There you go.
Kind of. But yeah, anyway, that allows you to, again, do all your sort of safety and rescue cutting. Very cool.
And that guy is 3V. So same
3V.
as what we saw on the Puko, just
Both blades
super
3V?
tough. The primary is S30.
Oh, right,
And
right,
that
right.
secondary there is going to be 3V.
You probably already said that. Okay. Very cool, man.
Yeah, that's a sweet knife.
Yeah, it's
So
impressive.
bouncing off into the end here, the Black Class. This is our new workhorse. This is the 980 turret. We wanted to do everything we could to maintain ergos in the handle while eliminating hot spots. If you think of like our 950 Rift, that guy is a pretty aggressive texture to the G10. A lot of people gave us feedback that it was tearing up hands and pockets during long use. So we kind of split the difference between the 950 and the 275 Adamas. So it's size-wise, this is going to fall right in the middle, and we took the best of both worlds. A little bit slimmer or slicker G10 texture to it, like the Adamas, but we still gave it some ridges and texture there, just like the Rift itself. Axis lock, S30V blade, and this guy has full stainless steel liners, so this thing can absolutely take a beating.
Sure.
This is one of the strongest knives we make, and this OD handle kind of blends into anything, whether you're in an urban environment, you're out in the field, out in the desert, whatever it might be. That thing is just nice and matte, so you're not going to really be drawing too much attention.
Compare it real quick to the Puko as far as color. They're not
just
too far off.
A little bit darker on the 980.
Yeah, it's a very light kind of an OD.
Totally.
Barely an OD.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yep.
But
yeah,
it's
we're
nice
skirting the line.
Yeah.
But deep carry clip, again, tying into concealment. This is something that we just intended to kind of blend into your environment.
Yeah.
So.
The turret.
The turret, 980.
That's a cool name and cool knife, man. I like it.
Thank you. So that is our 2019 offering as of now. We do have quite a few tricks up our sleeve for the rest of the year. And stay tuned. We're excited to share them.
Nice. Thanks very much, man. I really appreciate it.
Anytime. Thanks, Shane.
SHOT Show 2019. We're at Benchmade. Thanks for watching.